Hey y'all. So I haven't been back on in about 2 weeks now, I guess. Excuse my dark look. I was kind of going for a dark look today. Kind of achieved it. But let me see. So today I'm doing all my gender prediction things. Let me see. Is there any updates I need to say before I start? I don't think there's really any updates. Well, okay, except for the fact that, I did feel baby move. Like the day after I made my last video, I started feeling baby move. So it's been kicking and moving, and I felt all that fun, good stuff. What else? Oh, also my insulin pump. I want to say on maybe like the second day, because I switch it out every 3 days. I switch the sides that it's on. I want to say every maybe second day, it'll start getting really, really sore in the spot that it's in. So I've noticed that change. Okay, so I also did the cabbage water test and the baking soda test. So I'll try to insert those videos in. This will be my first time trying to insert a video, so y'all work with me. Let's see what I have. And I did write my little notes down too. So... okay, so according to this old wives' tale of if you're carrying higher or lower, for high it's a girl, low it's a boy. I want to say I'm carrying low, but then it also says if it's pointy it's a boy, and if it's wider it's a girl. In my stomach, it's definitely wider than when I was carrying my boys. With my boys, it was more pointy. And with this one, it's more wide. So for this one, I guess I'm going to go ahead and go for a girl, just in case. So that's 1 point for girl. Okay. And then I do have my blue and pink marker. I know, cliche, but hey, why not? Okay, so the next one I have is appearance. Girls are said to steal beauty and make you look more tired, whereas boys will give you kind of more of a vibrant look, or you'll pretty much say the same. And I don't know if you guys remember, but in my first couple of videos, I was complaining about the pimples and the acne and all that good stuff. I'm still getting pimples. Yeah, I'm still getting my pimples. I also noticed I wore a hat one day, and my whole forehead had just completely dried out. It was super dry. So I'm gonna also go for a girl on that one for stealing my beauty. The next one I have is cravings. For sweet cravings, it's a girl, and for salty cravings, it's a boy. For this one, I've never really craved salty stuff. Like maybe once in every blue moon. However, with this pregnancy, I'm definitely craving a lot of sweet stuff. Like I have Oreos in my pantry, I have Skittles. Every now and then, I'll steal some of my husband's Tostitos chips, but it's not like, anything like a crazy craving for salty stuff. It's mostly me wanting sweet stuff all the time now. So another point for girl. So far we have 3 for girl and none for boy yet. Let's see what else we have. Okay. For the legs, it says if your legs get bigger, then it's a boy, and the same, it's a girl. My husband has told me that my legs have gotten bigger, so I'm going to go for a boy for that one. So, boys, you're catching up. Get 1 point. Okay. Next, I have moodiness. If you're more moody or you're more emotional, then it's said to be a girl. But if you're happier or stay the same, then it's said to be a boy. So I have been like crying at everything. Like if my husband tells me he's not hungry and doesn't want to eat, I'm crying. If like I was making a poster for my son for his football game. And my little sister was like, oh, he's getting so big. And I was like, I know, I feel sad. And I just started bawling. Just so yeah. So I'm gonna go for a girl on that one too. Okay. Next we have dreams. Okay, it said if you dream about having a girl that you'll have a boy, and if you dream about having a boy that you'll have a girl. I have had dreams about both. My husband has had a dream about having a boy. I dreamed about having both, a couple of different times I've had dreams about having both. So I guess I add a point to both of them since I'm not too sure. So that'll be a point for girl and then a point for boy too. Okay. Next is the side I sleep on. Left would be for boy, right would be for girl. So before being pregnant, I would always sleep on my right side, laying on my husband. And like my left side was never really comfortable for me. And even now, I'll try to go to sleep on my left side and it's still uncomfortable. I'll try to sleep on my right side and now it's super uncomfortable. So I usually end up sleeping like not on my stomach, but kind of like slanted to where my stomach's, not pressing on the bed, but kind of on the side, if that makes sense. So, I don't think anybody really gets that point since I don't let me see. How do I often wake up? I'll say that I fall asleep more now on my right side because the left side is still super uncomfortable. So yeah, even when I go to sleep on my stomach, I'll still kind of lay like this on my stomach. So I'll say girl point for that one. Okay. Let's see. For dad's weight. Okay, so if it said that if dad gains, it's a girl. And if he loses or stays the same, then it's a boy. My husband has been on this gym kick like for the longest time, even before I got pregnant. So he's actually losing or more so staying the same. He hasn't gained anything. Let's just put that out. He hasn't gained anything. Excuse me. So boys definitely get a point for that, for him staying the same. So that's a boy point. Okay, what else do we have? Morning sickness. So if I have morning sickness or nausea, then it's a girl. If I have nothing or I can eat whatever, it's a boy. Okay, so I can pretty much eat whatever I want. In the beginning, I had a lot of nausea though. I've never actually, I've never really been, super sick or anything. It's always been the nausea. So I guess that one goes to boy, maybe? I guess I would go for boy since I've never really done, it's like maybe like a little wave of nausea. It's not like, like I need to get out of the room and go into a different room or move away from whatever. It's just like a little hit of nausea and I'm good. So I'll say that one will be for boy. But then again, we'll say boy for that one. Okay. The next one is cold feet, it's a boy. And if they're the same, then a girl. So I've always got cold. My feet have always gotten cold first. That's just the way I've always been. So now they still get cold first. So I'm going to say it's staying the same since they still get cold first. So that'll be a point for girl. Okay. Headaches. Okay, for headaches, it said if I get headaches, then it's a boy. And if I don't, then it's a girl. And I don't recall if I told you guys, but like before becoming pregnant, I suffered from really bad migraines. And I noticed that when I got pregnant, or maybe about a month or two in, I started getting headaches like every day. I would have a headache every single day. So that would be a point for boys. Okay, let's see. Oh, I did the necklace test on over my belly with my little sister, and I had my husband do it. So I didn't tell him what it meant because he's like freaking out over not wanting to participate in this because he's nervous about not having a girl. Go figure. But I had my sister do it with me, and it was a circle when she did it. And then with my husband, it also ended up being a circle. So I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even explain what it was for. Okay, so circles, when you put the string or the necklace with the ring on it, or whatever necklace someone, or your husband or significant other gave you, over your stomach, if it spins in a circle, then it's a girl. If it swings back and forth or side to side, then it's a boy. So this point will be for girl. Okay, what else? So mom's thoughts. My thoughts, I honestly feel like it's going to be a girl. With neither of my boys was I this emotional. With neither of them did I break out like I am now. I'm a lot more tired, a lot more just drained than I was with my boys. So I feel like this one might be a girl. So we're going to put a point up for girl. And then our next one is heart rate. Okay, so above 140, it's a girl. Lower than 140, it's a boy. Now, so far, the 3 times that I've been to the doctor, the heart rates have been 171, 158, and then 141. So all of those have been above 140. So that's another point for girl. Okay, and then our last two, the fun ones. Okay, so this morning I woke up and did both of the tests. Okay, so for the baking soda test, it's supposed to be first morning urine, as well as the cabbage test is supposed to be first morning urine. Okay, so what I did the baking soda test first, which I'll try to insert now. Okay, guys, there goes. Well, I put 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda in there. I'm trying not to let y'all see my urine, so. And I'm boiling my cabbage right now. So remember, if it fizzes a little or does nothing, then it's a girl. If it fizzes a lot, then it's a boy. And this is my first morning's urine also. So I don't think it really did too much. It kind of fizzed up a little bit, and that's about it. Oh wait, we have something happening. It's, I guess it didn't really do too much. Yeah, so for this one, I'll say girl. Tell me what you guys think, but I think, excuse me, I think girl. It didn't really do too much of anything. It has a little bit of foam, excuse me, that came up, but it's a really like thin layer. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw in the video or not, but it didn't really do too much. So it said that if it doesn't do a lot, then it's a girl. And if it fizzes up a whole lot, then it's a boy. So I'll give that point to girl also. Okay, and next up is the cabbage test, or the cabbage juice test. And I'll try to also insert that one now. Okay guys, sorry for the urine shot. but I'm about to do the cabbage gender prediction test, I guess. This is my cabbage water. It's still very, very dark. A pretty, well, no, it's like a deep purple. You guys can see that? It's like a deep purple color. Now, remember, if it has little to no change, then it's a girl. If it turns reddish or pinkish, then it's a boy. This is also done with my first morning urine, excuse me. I let my water boil with the cabbage in for 10 minutes. I let it cool for about 15 minutes, so it's still pretty warm. And it is equal parts. They're measured at the same. Okay, let's see what we get. So it definitely changed, but I'll say it changed to like a, excuse my nails, y'all. I'll say it changed to like a lighter purple. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's still dark. It's not, there it goes. I'll say maybe like a lighter purple still. It looks reddish, pinkish in the camera, but I promise y'all it's still dark. See? It's still like a dark purplish color. So what do you guys think? I think a dark purple. So I'll say girl for this one too, since it didn't do too much of a change. I'm still gonna say girl. Okay, so for the cabbage test, it said if it turns pink or red, then it's a boy. If it pretty much stays the same or purplish, or turns purplish, because some of them come out, the cabbage water comes out like bluish, then it's a girl. And as you saw, mine turned purplish, or stayed purplish or dark. So I'll give that point to girl also. And now I'm going to do the Chinese gender chart. Let me turn you guys around so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Not. Let's go with the due date. Okay, my due date is February 25th. Oh, and it came out with a girl. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Okay, y'all. So that was another point for girl. So, in all, let's see which ones came out what. Okay, so in all, we have 5 points for boy and then 13 for girl. So, I guess according to this, I should be having a girl. We find out today is Wednesday. We find out Friday. So we're really excited. I'm of course going to be happy with either or. We would definitely like a girl more, but we'll be happy with either or. So I'll definitely be back next week to let you guys know if we're having boy or girl, or you can catch me on my Instagram page. So we'll see y'all soon. Bye.